Whoa. It's also God. It's Wednesday, my dudes, and nobody needs that in 3D. Tonight, we welcome the man who is responsible for bringing all our photos, all our toy photography to the next level. He is the king of props. Please welcome SuperActionStuff. We're going to talk about things from banana peels to floating eyeballs to video game systems to folding chairs, all kinds of things that he's done and stuff he's got coming out. So stay tuned. See, I already flubbed it up. Machu, cue the intro. It's gonna be one of those shows. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and welcome to episode 117.
Whoa!
Between two Sentinels, the show that you only have yourselves to blame for. So, with me as always, Machi. Where are we today? Are we heel? Are we NMO? What are we friends? What are we doing here?
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
What happened?
What
did I miss?
Like yesterday didn't happen.
What did I miss?
So I don't know. Some crazy stuff happening on Toy Migos yesterday, or Chat Migos Assemble. Lago took a heel turn. It was good though. It was funny.
Was
everybody
he
wearing
heel?
Sunglasses. Everybody wearing shade as they throw shade. So
I don't know.
Oh,
where were you in that?
As long as we're good. I don't know. I didn't get the invite, so I was I was coming back from vacation, and I just tuned in, and all of a sudden everything was concocted. So but yeah.
Well, the day before you came back was a little scare when I went to go feed your cat.
Yeah.
He was alive though when you got home though, right?
He was alive when I came home. Yes.
Okay.
I did get to sneak away for a little bit, and a tremendous effort, a Herculean effort to get away just for a couple of days. Thank you to you for making sure my cat was still alive when I came home, and to my parents for taking care of my kids, and to my wife for indulging me in a need to go see the Muppets one more time before they go away. So, if you know, you know, these shouldn't have came home with me, but they did. So anyway, I did get something else while I was away. You were hunting like crazy. I haven't even begun to really unbox all that stuff, but this was pretty dope.
Oh, hold on.
Made it home. So let's see. How do I get it? It's supposed to light up more. There we go. Big sound. Look at that.
That's really cool.
Look, there goes. There it goes. Gonna blow up the star system.
Oh no! Oh,
I actually went away. Yeah. It's a popcorn bucket. There's no popcorn in it, but I'm gonna put my jelly beans in it and save it for the show. Anyway, this is pretty dope, and will go very well with our Micro Galaxy Squadron pieces. So
yeah.
Correct, D Blake. That's no moon. So, what'd you get? What's going on with you? It's been a while.
What? I don't. Did I get anything? I mean, I opened some stuff. Like I opened that deluxe Phaelong.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I got. Hold on. I was gonna change the face before I do that.
Oh,
because I didn't have the actual extra head that you get, and also the nunchucks. Extra head, extra hands. Oh. He's pretty cool, and he moves really smooth compared to like the first Phaelong that I had, because that was a little bit tight.
Right. That's pretty good. I like the chain on the nunchucks. It looks good.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice. Stop focusing though. If it can focus, come on, camera. You've been giving me problems all week.
Boop. Let's see.
All right, whatever. You don't work. Oh, I got Sagat. That was cool.
Nice.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good.
And also, when hunting for your stuff, I was hunting for that year one Batman from McFarlane. Year one, part 4, with his naming conventions. Yeah.
Oh, looks good. Wired cape?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's doing a good job with these wired capes.
Nice.
Yeah, he's really cooking now that,
now that he's got to give it back.
He's got to give it back. This Batman, though, is not huge, so he can actually fit in with some of your, like, 6.5-inch figures.
Oh, so he's making them smaller too. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Who knew?
Huh. Who knew? Oh. All right. Let's see what's going on in the chat here, and then we could jump to our guest here. So let's see.
Yeah.
We got Longshore Spike checking in. We got Dom hitting us with the hello there. Josh Brown is here saying happy Wednesday. Highly Posable saying yo, good evening everyone. And don't forget, check out Highly Posable Fridays at 10 p.m. and Barely Posable on Mondays as well. Grubs is here. What to do, Grubs? Paul Morales. Art G is here. I believe in J Shot. That's we should reserve that for Yimbo, but I appreciate you. Rick Dom also saying last night is such a blur. Rick Dom, part of the NMO, right?
NMO. Yeah.
Toy Redsu hitting us with the
Sup nerds.
Ooh, super deep. I borrowed. Hashtag NMO for life. That's no moon. That's right. Let's see who else we got here. We got the Man Beast Boy and Lago We Trust. And I think that's everybody. So let's see. Man Beast Boy says no Walmarts for me, but hope online kicks back up. There you go. All right.
Yeah. So when I found this, I had to like search different areas in New Jersey to see what they had in stock, and I happened to find a Walmart that had it in stock, and it happened to be right next to Yimbo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you went down to see Yimbo.
Yeah, so that was fun.
And Lago showed up, right? Was that planned?
Yeah. And we ran into Lago in Target, which was cool.
So running into Lago, not planned.
Not planned at all. He just heard he heard us talking in the next aisle, and then he's like, "What are you guys doing here?"
And that's how the recruiting started. I see. Very interesting. And if you haven't checked out Toy Migos or the Toy Migos Chat Migos Assemble last night, go check it out. It was an NMO takeover. Also, Toy Migos released the April figure of the month, so go check out that page as well.
You did a good job.
Watch that. I keep trying to up the game, my friend, up the game. So we'll see. There are two of me in that shot, so good luck with that. Anyway, our guests have been hanging out backstage long enough. Why don't we go ahead and bring in the man behind Super Action Stuff, Greg? What's going on, Greg?
Hey guys, good to see you guys.
How you doing?
Since I last saw you guys in Toy Fair, we had a little drive-by meet and greet. Yeah. It's been okay. It's been good.
Yeah. You work the crowds though, man. Like you've been doing or the conventions. I mean, we see you at Legion's Con. We saw you Toy Fair. I mean, we talked about New York Comic Con. So you are always up and out there, just meeting people, shaking babies and kissing hands.
That's right. Yeah, I gotta be where the action is. I didn't go to the New Jersey Toy Fair. I missed that one this year. I didn't have the chance to go last weekend.
Okay.
I heard it was good.
Yeah. I mean, there's always another one right around the corner too, so that's good.
Yep.
Yeah. D Blake calling you the backpack seller. That's
oh yeah, I was gonna do that.
It's true. Yeah. It's true, man. I think you were selling some stuff at Legion's Con, and then this year at Legion's Con I picked up the weapons racks from you, which are really, really cool. But you've been cranking stuff out like crazy. I mean, you've got what now, 4 or 5 different sets?
Something like that. Yeah, I think I have like 6 or 7 sets out that I've done to date. I have a bunch that are in process at various stages. I got these vending machine things, but they're all sitting in a factory in China. I can't ship them.
Oh, man. Because of the tariffs?
Because of the tariffs. Because otherwise, like, it would literally cost me an extra $60,000.
Oh my god!
And I'm not paying $60,000 in taxes to get them shipped over. Otherwise, like, I want these to be retail like $37-ish. With the tariffs, it'd be like 55, 60. It's not reasonable. I can't do that. So we have to wait. We just have to wait until see what happens.
So we
talked. I want to get them in people's hands.
Of course. I mean, you worked hard on them. You worked hard to make them. Why, you certainly don't want them to sit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, we've talked about the tariffs before and just how they're affecting, import companies and things like that. But it's something that's major is just how it's affecting small businesses like yourself,
Right.
or smaller retailers. Because what you're saying is right. I mean, you're talking about to cover that, you would have to double the price of what you're trying to sell your piece for. And that's
Right. And I don't think that's like, I know my customer. I know they're not going. I know us. I wouldn't pay $60 for that. It's just
right.
not worth it. So I know like kind of the range of what it should be. I want to keep it that, which means that we're just gonna wait. I mean, this has been in development. This has actually been in development for about 4 years. These were originally sculpted about 4 years ago, and then I had other projects that I kind of just prioritized.
Oh.
So I'm happy it finally got made. Um, but yeah, now I just like wait. And then the other thing is it holds up other projects. So
Right.
I have like one other set that's I'm kind of reusing bits and pieces from other sets and remaking stuff that I would want to do too, kind of like a sequel to the casket with more
Okay.
blood effects. But that one I just kind of hold until we figure out what happens next. I got a whole magic set two
Yeah.
magic sets that are just kind of on hold until
Yeah.
we figure it out. I got a holiday set. I can show you some of those pieces later
Yeah.
because those have pretty much been sculpted. So I'm just holding on that one until. So I got like 4 or 5 things that are in various stages of concept to production that I just gotta wait.
Just gotta wait.
You know,
Yeah. I the waiting game is nothing. It's something none of us are happy about, right? Of course. And however, we are used to pre-orders, right? So I mean, it's something I'm sure that you'll continue to build the hype about. And once they do get released, we'll jump all over them. But you talked about the ones that you do have released. I want to make sure, just in case somebody doesn't know who you are and know who the products are, I'm going to share kind of your website here.
Oh, you got it? Okay, I was about to pull it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I got it ready to go.
Yeah, what was the last one was the that was the weapons rack, right? That was the
yeah. So I'll
latest
start from
one.
the beginning. So like I started like these food sets. That was like my first
Mhm.
entry into to kind of figure it out. Then I did like these two like sets on a blister card. It was called like the bag of violence and the firepower set. So one was blood effects and weapons, and the next one and the other one was like action effects and then muzzle blast and things like that.
Right. I think we
And
just lost J-Shot.
uh,
Uh, let's see.
there he
Oh,
is. Oh,
What? What is he doing? Anyway, continue.
And after that was a casket of cruelty that continues to sell really, really well
Mhm.
with all the blood effects and more like zombie fighting weapons. And then and after that, I did the arcade sets. I had two different like colorways.
Yeah. I love
And
that.
then we did like the weapons rack.
Mhm.
That was my. Oh yeah, no, sorry. Then I did the Cursed Crate, the green blood. So that was a
That
kind
was
of
the green one,
reissue
right?
of the reissue of the blood effects
Mhm.
in green. And yeah, and then after that, did the uh the weapons rack. That's where we
Yeah.
are.
That was really cool. And the weapons rack is really cool because it's so modular that you can actually make your own kind of like little diorama depending on how many like sets you have. And it's really affordable because like I remember I bought a bunch from Amazon and
Mm.
it showed up like I think the next day.
Oh, that's
So like
good. Well, yeah, Prime.
yeah. So that was awesome because like yeah, you could order them on Big Bad, but then it takes a few days to get here. But if you have Amazon Prime, then like it'll be here the next day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean, for
don't
that one, like, I wanted to kind of start with like a weapons rack first, but the end goal of that is to actually make that a modular diorama thing. So, like, I
Mhm.
have, like, again, like talking about like other projects that I can't do anything with until situations figure out. But like, I've got like brick walls that are sculpted as well as like pavement, and then these would go um, on like the weapons rack on the walls of the weapons rack like that.
Oh,
So you can make a modular brick wall or street scene
right.
using those pieces. That's what I'm planning next, but we're just kind of waiting until I can actually do them.
So
Yeah. I even got like a little window
how many pieces
as
would
well.
be in a set? How many tiles?
As many as I can possibly fit in there for $25. That's the goal.
Nice.
So I'll need to have like some of the base plates as well. But
Mhm.
the good news is with if you have the tooling is like one of the most expensive parts of doing all this. So if I get the tooling done, then mass producing the injection molded bits of plastic out of that is more cost efficient. So those are making those is less, but then I have to do tooling for the brick walls. It'll be kind of like brick walls, joint pieces, pavement, and the windows. That's what I'm gonna have, just basic, at least from start. If I can fit anything else in there, I will. But yeah, I'll have like the 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 connection plates, the pins that go with it, the angled things. So those are those are already sculpted and tooled. And then I have like the base plates. I'll try getting as many of these as possible that I can fit in a set. And good thing about these is that once you have the tool for it, you can just make as many as you need.
Right.
So the tooling costs for these shouldn't be too bad. Because I'm just going to mass produce as many pieces as I can to go in that set.
Right. Hold on, we got some commotion here in the chat. They're trying to infiltrate aside one Sentinel. Yeah, I guess Lago got to J-Shot. So, yeah, D Blake is saying order direct from your website. So, yeah. What are the benefits of ordering directly from your website?
Honestly, I don't tell people where to buy. I mean, honestly, some of it's from my direct website. My margin's a little bit better, but really, that's not kind of the point of it. I want people to support their local retailer, so like buy from Big Bad. I mean, I know they're like the biggest toy retailer out there online. But Joel, the owner, is a very I've known him for years. A very honest, straightforward guy. I think he does a great thing for the community. I was offering as much as he does on Big Bad. I have an Entertainment Earth as well. Nerdzoic, Matt there is a great owner. He really understands the stuff. He's really trying to find a space in this business. So he's I recommend try to support Nerdzoic as you can. Chubsy Wubsy, everyone loves Chubs. So he's got a great retail store in New Jersey if you ever have a chance to visit. So yeah, just like I buy from who you want to. I don't tell anyone to hey buy from this place or not. You want to support Jeff Bezos? Buy on Amazon. I don't care.
Like the reason why I bought it from I was like I need more of these now. Like I want 5 packs like tomorrow. So that's why
I mean that's the idea. I mean, like I feel like if you want to buy one to be your weapons rack for your Joes or your Valibers, that's fine. But I find I love playing with it too, just figuring out what creative like walls and rooms I can make with it with all the pieces I have. So I have pretty high standards for toys. If it's fun for me, then I'm hoping it's fun for a lot of other people that are using it. I find it's pretty useful for as like a background piece for my figures.
Right. And like recently you just shared the a few things. Like let me see if I can bring it up here. So I remember seeing this is the Magic set, right?
Yeah.
So explain what were the thought processes of these accessories? Because these are very unique.
They're very unique. Like I wanted to do an effects pack, which had little more like magical effects and magical accessories for that world. And Mythic Legions has great figures in this space. You have obviously like a lot of Marvel Magic characters, but I kind of wanted like little nods to various type of like anime, sci-fi, magic kind of in that space. So I wanted to have stuff that could be usable for a lot of different figures and genres, and action figure lines out there too. So, I mean, this is a lot of accessories. I can go through them. I have the set here, but I use an amazing sculptor, Sebastian Dom, who does a lot of Sebastian Dominguez, who's based out of Spain. He does a lot of stuff for other people, and his kind of take on like mythic and um what else? Mythic and like he's really good eye for detail for these kinds of things. So I needed to use him for this set because I knew he had like a really good eye for it. And he just like he killed it. I probably did too many accessories for this one because originally I was just wanted to do like one set, and then he kept on like doing banger after banger in these sculpts. And I'm like, this stuff is too cool. And I'm like, okay, now I need to kind of figure out how to like otherwise like I didn't want this to be like an $80 set with all the stuff in there. So I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how to like make this make sense. So like I had to figure out how to like, all right, I want to do a cauldron too. I had him do the sculpted cauldron, and I can kind of break it out in 2 sets and kind of like distribute my costs a little bit.
So it'll be one will be like a deluxe set and one will be a regular.
Yeah, I want to have one around like the 25 to 30 range, and then the deluxe is probably gonna be closer to 40-ish, depending. Again, I haven't gotten a quote from my factory yet, but I think it's probably gonna be around there.
Yeah. We got KJ saying this looks dope. Yeah, like when I saw this, I was like, how big is this box gonna be? And then I saw, oh, he's gonna break it up into 2 sets, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
there's gonna be a little bit of overlap, but I mean,
it
like
just kept going.
the biggest challenge for this thing is like getting everything in there. So, like, just the past 2-3 months as I'm getting these sculpts in,
Mhm.
it's been like a lot of time has just been like sculpting, resizing things just so I can get everything fit in the box. Because I got these like this is like a smoke effect. I got 3 of these things, and trying to fit everything in has been a challenge. So it just means like you kind of tweak the sizes a bit and kind of figure out how to Tetris all this crap in there.
Yeah, and then you have like steps, and like a diorama piece, and I'm just like, whoa, how are you
Yeah,
gonna?
we were playing like I was like I had like a bunch of like ideas for what the case was going to be in this one,
Mm-hmm.
and like I was looking at like cauldrons and magic chests and things like that, and um what with like all like the Doctor Strange stuff. I'm like, no, let's go for like a portal. Like I've
Right.
seen like diorama steps before, but I've always liked the idea of like a staircase kind of goes in the background with a portal. It's like always like a nice dynamic background.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have like gel inserts in like different colors. Maybe I can get a pattern on there or not. We'll see. But I want to have kind of like the option to like have different types of colored portals that you can have in this thing.
That's awesome. And also like it also shows like you're also a collector, not only of
Mm.
just figures, but you also like I could see that's a crash box floor, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're great. I mean,
Yeah.
I see them when like other people's photographs. Like Crashbox is amazing. Like floor pieces and backgrounds too.
Yeah. So like not only do you collect figures, but you also collect diorama pieces, accessories, and other stuff that
Yep.
from other creators. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. Let's see. I think J Shot is back. I'm hoping.
Maybe? Who knows at this point? Let's see. So, sorry about that. I had to fight off Lago to get back into my own show. So, but
Yeah, we were just going over the magic set. So like I figured that was a big enough set that would buy you enough time.
yeah, apparently. So I'm on my phone right now. So let's see how this does. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Anyway, my apologies, guys, but this is what happens when we do it live. So
Yeah.
uh,
So what are your thoughts on this set?
so I was looking at the magic set today, and I love that there's so many different things in here too that like you can tie into other things, right? And then the
Right.
thoughtfulness too, right? But it's also like it's not magic to one side, right? It's not just like Doctor Strange magic or Dungeons and Dragons magic. You've also got the top hat and the rabbit in there. Like it's just like that's just fun. But one thing I like that you really did in here, and you've done it with a couple of different pieces, like you have the attacks or effects that go over the body so that you can like sits on there. It makes it look like they're getting
Like that.
blasted with something. Yeah, I
Mhm.
really like those. I really like those a lot.
And the
Yeah,
magic
those were
potion also.
fun to make. I mean, when they were originally sculpted, they were a lot bigger, and then I couldn't fit them inside the set. So like the smoke one used to have like 4 arms and it was like wrapping around the body. It was a lot bigger, but I was realizing I can't fit this in there. So I had to like kind of take off the arms and make it fit a little bit better. Same
Mhm.
thing for this one. Like this is kind of like a magic electric shock slash like slime thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to color it yet, but this one was like had a lot more pieces involved. But I was trying to get creative, and like especially with the sculptor I mentioned his name, Sebastian Dominguez.
Yeah.
He did a great job, like kind of make it minimalist, but also can fit around the body really well, as well as like wrapping around the head and neck, so you can kind of get something that's stable and kind of fits on like a variety of eyes. Got a little bit of give to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I really like the chest too. I think the chest is cool, and then you
The
kind
chest
of
is really
That's my
cool.
yeah,
favorite. Yeah.
yeah, I love that. So, um, I again, if you guys talked about this, forgive me, but like I love you mentioned that you'd worked with different sculptors. Like, how many on an average set? How many different sculptors will you work with?
Typically one person sculpting most of it.
Okay.
So if it's really simple, I can do it myself, but that's not always the best plan. But usually I have like one sculptor sculpt most of the stuff. Sometimes I'll have stuff from other sets that got sculpted, but I couldn't use it. But I'll figure out a way to kind of reuse that if I can get into another set. Um, and I have another like project manager who I use to kind of keep things moving with things. So he has sculpting ability too. So he's sometimes he'll modify something or come up with like, hey, I think you should do this tweak to it. And he can just do it. So it's like 98% like one sculptor. But sometimes there's like overlap with older sets or I have someone who can come in and tweak things a little bit.
Cool. And now, when you say it's something simple that you could sculpt it, do you have a background in sculpting, or is it just something you learned or picked up, or?
No, like this is like using very, very simple tools. Like I don't even use Blender or like the ones that most professional sculptors use. Like there's like free things that I can do if I want to tweak something. So if I know if there's something I want to do where it's just like taking a piece of one thing and a piece of another thing and putting together, or by things like that. Like here's like an example. So this is like in the vending machine set. So this I sculpted. This is and what I actually did was I took a sculpt. This is like a blast effect I can attach to all the. I had like an idea, like can I do like a repeating like blast effect like this? So this one, all I did was like I took a blood effect from one of the earlier sets. I kind of chopped off a piece of it, and I put this like kind of very simple shape, so it looks like a repeating bullet zap. So this one I sculpted and didn't really take much effort to do.
Yeah. Very cool.
So nothing too fancy.
And then what about like for the ideas for each set? Do you have a plan when you go in, or are you just like, okay, hey, I want to go in with a magic set. I've got 3 things in mind already, and then you kind of like reach out to your sculptor or somebody else who kind of helps you add to everything?
Yeah, so like the concept process is usually I come up with a theme. So like I come up with a magic set, and I just kind of start listing out all the types of things that I would want in a magic set. I want wands, I want like wizard hats, I want like potion bottles, I want like effects coming out of those potion bottles, I want like a staff. So I kind of like put up that whole list together. It's usually way too long. I figure out how to like kind of narrow it down to like keep it in reality. Like this set, I don't think I kept it within reality. I think I kept on growing and expanding it because the sculpts kept on coming out so well. So I'll basically come out with a large list. I'll do like a lot of research and see what other things I've been using, what people have been using in like their own like magical type of displays, to kind of see like what have been great effects that have been out there, but they're kind of locked behind like a larger figure. So that's a big complaint I always hear. Like, hey, I love this accessory, but it's locked behind like $100 figure. I don't want the figure. I just want that one accessory. I'm like, okay, I'll make accessories if people want that kind of stuff. So, it's usually just like listing out a bunch of things I want from that genre, and then kind of like refining a little bit, fine tuning it. I work with the other people on my team, so I have another guy who's a designer who can actually draw and sketch out the stuff, and he's got a really good eye for the stuff. His name is Mark Greenbaum, and he I can tell him like this is kind of what I'm looking for. I'll give him a couple of like source images from like movies or anime or comic books. I'm like, what do you think about like doing this? And he was like, oh yeah, I can do something like that, and he'll tweak it. So he'll come up with a sketch. Like I told him like I want like magic potion balls and things like that, and he gave me like 8 different concepts that are all like really awesome in their own right. I kind of picked a couple like I wish I could do 8, but let's just do like 2 for this set, and that's kind of how we operate together. And then we'll bring it to the sculptor, and he'll turn into 3D. So it's a fun process to kind of see it come up from like an idea from someone who can't draw for crap, and I can give it to someone who can, and then you can give it to a sculptor and actually make this look cool.
Right. How many? So when you got that list, what's the biggest thing that makes you kind of cut it down? Right? Like, is it cost? Is it just time? Like, what's your big factor there?
It's space. So like this is like the base, right? And all these accessories are in there. I cannot put more I can't put stuff in here that doesn't fit in here. It's got to fit inside this accessory case because I can't make something too big. If it's something too big, it's gonna be too difficult to ship. It's gonna eat into like shipping costs and make it more expensive than it should be. So I kind of try to operate within a certain amount of space. Okay. So this, like, I'm like, when I once I was set in the portal, I'm like, okay, it can't be any larger than this. So I was always working with like the sculptor. I'm like, you got to work within these parameters. Once it gets too big, it's going to be too difficult to ship. It's going to be too heavy. Um, when you're making stuff like this, you also have to think about like packing into cartons. So you can't have like loose bits sticking out. And when you pack like 50 units all together in a big heavy carton, things shift around, the weight compacts against each other. You're gonna get chips and breaks if it's too fancy. So you need to have it kind of like relatively not necessarily flat, but you can't have like bits sticking out. It's just and then it's just gonna snap off. So you got to work within constraints of the dimension, and then you start uh, sculpting all those pieces. I start printing them out, and then I literally just start throwing them into this container. And if they fit, great. If they don't fit, then I gotta work for myself to kind of make it fit, which means I have to resize or decide. Okay, maybe this is going to go into the cauldron instead. So it's Tetris. It's a lot
Oh,
of
so the
Tetris.
cauldron is the regular set, and then the one with the
Yeah.
stairs is the deluxe.
Yes. So there's going to be
Okay,
some overlap
gotcha.
of pieces, but this is this is much smaller, so I can't fit as much into the larger one. And the larger one's really because there's like big blast pieces or longer pieces or swords that I want to have that I can't fit in the cauldron. So the cauldron's better for like the smaller pieces. It's more. I kind of think of this one as like your magician, your wizard alchemist, or your they have this. They have like the bottles. They have like different hats. They have stuff that kind of fits well on like a nice, wizard alchemist table.
And that's a good
Whereas
sized cauldron too. Like
Yeah.
usually you'll like when I see people have those for sale, they're usually like maybe half the size of that.
yeah, I kind of played around with the size. I didn't want it to be too big. It's got to be, I wanted to like waist high. It's got to look like,
Yeah. Like they can put stuff in there, put people in there,
right.
parts,
Exactly.
body parts.
Bathe in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Oh.
I'm psyched about that one.
Yeah.
I have to say, I think my favorite one, right, like is the arcade.
Mm.
That like I get a lot of use out of that. The camera, the coffee, like the little tablet, like little like daily things that you could put on your like with your figures. Because I don't really shoot a lot of mythic stuff, even though I collect mythic legions. I really should probably shoot that more. But like hold on, let me bring it up. Because I'm looking at your site right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the arcade one too, like it's more everyday things, right? Like, which is great, including something like a folding chair, right? Like that's
right.
If you're not collecting wrestling or don't go and grab a wrestling, like that's a cool piece to have. And you don't realize how many times you look for a chair for a shot, right? Without until you really get into it. So that was a good add-on.
The boxing gloves are awesome too.
Yeah.
Like everything is practical in here. Like you could use it. Like the drums, like the drumsticks, like I had a which one was it? There was a shot that I wanted to do with like the Spider-Verse, but I needed the drumsticks for Gwen.
Right.
Like this would have came in perfectly, like had I had it at that time. But like you even have a guitar, like you're thinking of a lot of things here. Like even the spray can, the spray paint, you have different effects pieces for those. So that's really cool.
Hockey
Yeah,
sticks.
that set was a lot of fun to kind of put together. It was really just like kind of touch on different accessories you would have for fun. Like I love it. Like I know like the blood accessories is kind of like that's the most popular, but for me, I always enjoy when like superheroes and these characters are like doing really casual, like everyday stuff.
Yeah. Even like the VR headset, that was really cool.
Yeah, like funny enough, like the item that gets used the most I've seen like photography is the coffee cup.
Yeah,
like such a ubiquitous item, and that's the one that people use the most.
And I love that you made the camera that you can switch out the lenses.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good thinking.
I like that. I like the NBA Jam, Heat following
Heating up.
the basketball. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be
fire.
good throwing. Oh, um, how do you? So when you're putting together these like collections like this, I mean, obviously you take care as to what the pieces come in. Do you start with that, or do you figure as you're going, you're like, this would look good in this type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I start off with, like, the initial list, and then I I always get, like, new ideas. I always see different accessories out there. I'm like, "Oh, maybe we've had something like this." So I always yeah, it's always, like, a work in progress. Like, that's why, like, this one took so many years to make because like, I kept on coming up with different ideas of what I wanted to go put in this set.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, it's just kind of never ending. I always need to eventually draw a line. I'm like, okay, I can't put more accessories in this thing. I either run out of space or I run out of budget or I run out of time. So I just need to keep on moving things forward.
Dom's got a comment here. He says he remembers the first time he opened the casket. It took him forever to take everything out. So much value in each set.
Yeah.
Sure.
A
And
lot
you
of
get the
value.
casket. Yeah, you get to use the casket too. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Like when I started doing this, like I kind of like there are accessory makers out there. I'm not pooping on anyone. Everyone like there's a lot of like, great accessory makers out there. When you start with like when you're doing like small piece counts, you're limited in a lot of different ways. So no one's gonna make small piece and just sell them for like a couple bucks a piece. It's not really worth their time.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
you're also going to have to ship those things, and no matter what, like shipping in the U.S., it's going to be $3 to $5, depending on like where you are in the country and where you're shipping to. That doesn't really change. So, um, you kind of if you're doing like small piece counts, you're kind of limited on how much you can make and the value in that set. Like no matter what, that $4 or $5 shipping's built in, um, as well as whatever like website you're selling on, that they're taking a commission. So if you're doing like a $15 thing, which is a couple pieces, you can only the values are only so much there. So with like mass manufacturing, I'm always trying to figure out, okay, I can turn the I can do I know I can do like an 18-piece set. Um, like the first like bag of violence I did. You can do something like that for $15 MSRP at the time.
Mhm.
It would probably be like $25 today, given like change of situations. But you get much more value in that set. You're getting like 18-ish pieces, multiple
Mhm.
blood accessories, blast and zap effects, weapons. So I always feel like if you're playing within that price range of like an action figure, you can put a lot of stuff in there. And I think that, as long as I've always think like if someone finds at least five accessories in there that they really like, then
Mhm.
they'll buy it because they know they can at least make use of those five, and then there'll be other accessories that I think they'll figure out how to use them too. That's
Right.
usually enough to kind of like convince someone that they want it.
Yeah. I mean, you said it earlier though too, right? Like how many times people are saying, "Well, man, I really want that accessory, but I'm not going to buy that figure." Like this is exactly it, right? Like even if for the price you're charging or the price you're putting these out for, to pick up for just two or three items makes perfect sense, and you're most likely going to use the rest of what's in there too.
Right.
Oh, for sure. Dom saying the foot pegs that were shown a while back looked like a game changer. What was the inspiration behind these? Did just tired of everything falling over like I am, or
Yeah. So like with the weapons rack, one like originally it was just gonna be a weapons rack, and then I realized, wait a second, these could actually be like really functional stands for figures. But
Mhm.
the biggest problem I had at that point was the freaking footholds and all these figures are different.
Right.
So I basically like narrowed it down to it's either like the foot pegs are 3 millimeters or 3.2 millimeters or 3.6. That's kind of the range. Star Wars is like 3. Marvel Legends and a few others are 3.2, which is more standard than the other ones. And the 3.6 is like Mezco. So I couldn't I couldn't put 3 different types of foot peg sizes in the set. I would have raised the price a couple bucks. From in my head, I want to keep it at I think it was like
yeah.
$24 or $25. So I didn't want to put stuff in there that people couldn't use. So I sell the foot pegs, but the foot pegs are also downloadable for free if you have a 3D
Oh
printer
wow.
or if you have a friend who has like a 3D printer. Like it's better for resin, of course. they're downloadable free. I want people to use them, and I use them all the time. Like I got balance problems. I don't know it's my desk or just my shaky hands or what, but I can't. I'm not Jay Hernandez. I can't pose like he can. I'm not D Amazing. I can't balance like he can. So I gotta cheat. I gotta use these foot pegs. So I use that for like a lot of photography. So that way I'm like trying to do a shot and the freaking figure falls over. I don't want to deal with that. I want to put them on like a nice sturdy peg. The
Right.
weight of the weapons rack tile is good. It's perfect where it's not going to topple over. And then realize, okay, this is like super functional. And then I create like the angled ones too, so you can kind of do a
A
running
running.
type pose or like a on your toes type pose.
Yeah, and the angle one is nice too because it like hides it, right? Like there's
Yeah.
no, you could really get away from that. That's
Right.
super smart. That looks good. And I love that you made them downloadable too. Good. Not in it for the cash, right? This is about the community and making things better.
Right. If I
coming up
could have
with
put in a set, I would have put in a set. But I think like
Yeah.
I want people to use them. It's I can't go back to like the kind of the cheap stands anymore because they're I
Yeah.
like using like the pegs instead. It just works a lot better for me.
That's really cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
I didn't know that they were downloadable. That's a huge game changer right there.
Yeah. Josh Brown's gonna be downloading and selling in packs of 10. Watch.
I don't care. I just want people to use them.
Yeah. Put them out in people's hands. Oh. What else? I mean, I know that you kind of showed off the magic set that you got, the vending machine set that is currently in a holding pattern. And earlier you mentioned that it holds up other projects. What else is coming? Like, what else are you like itching to do, or what's something you haven't been able to release yet or get down on paper yet that you're kind of dying to do?
Well, I was mentioning to Macho when he dropped off, like so for the
way to rub
the
it in,
weapons
Greg.
rack.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're lost, man. So like these, I always wanted to. These are always kind of a starting point to do a diorama. I always want to do my issue is my issue is I'm in New York, so like I'm limited amount of space I have, and I all the dioramas that people out there are amazing. I can't own them. It takes up too much space. So I always wanted this to be kind of like be a modular diorama. So I've developed like face plates that go on top of these
Wow.
that you can kind of like line up, and that way you can make if you have enough pieces, you can make any type of street scene you want. So like I've got the brickwork that's sculpted already. I've got this like pavement. I don't have this one painted. Actually, this one's painted.
That's cool.
But so I got like a pavement for the ground, and I got a window, right? I got like a curb piece that's it's gonna fit onto the side of this, so that covers the curb. So with all these pieces, you can make a street scene. You can make an alleyway. You can, whatever like creative photographers can do, and it's modular, so you can take it apart. It doesn't take up as much space. You can reuse these pieces however you want. I want to make other diorama scenes. I want to like do like a space base. I want to do like castles or like a pub. So to kind of cover all your different genres out there. So that's something that's it's in the wings, but just when I get to it when I get to it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a more high quality Lego, right? Like building blocks. Like you just use those squares as the base, and then you just add on top of it whatever you want. Like you can have whatever structure you want. That's really cool. I'm assuming the window would be like there would be like a bunch of them put together, and then the window would be like right in the middle where the opening would be. Like
you figure it out. It's so this one's got like
there would be a gap in between. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So
that's really cool.
The way that would work is you got the
wow, look at that.
So yeah, it does feel a lot like you're putting together Legos, but yeah, you got like
cool.
the little window there. It's
really cool though, and it's smart. Like you're saying, for those of us that don't have a ton of room, it's a good thing.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's. I want the sculpture to add a little more detail to it, but yeah, we've kind of got the form down, and once we have that, we can do wood floors, or we can do all types of things, and the more you have, the more kind of scenery that you can do. It's like,
yeah, and it,
I
it
mean,
makes it so, it makes it so that
Sorry.
way like people will go back and get the gun rack
Mhm.
and buy more of those just to have as many pieces to build whatever
Yeah.
they want.
And like I have that again, I was mentioning like I have that tool, so the more I make with them, I can drop the cost more and more as I make more of them.
Right.
Mhm.
I think one of the coolest things or craziest things I've seen is what people do with the accessory packs, because like you don't limit them, right? Like it's not a Marvel Legends pack or something like that. Like, when we were showing your Instagram before, you had pictures of people with Bert and Ernie, and a couple of revolvers in their hands.
I love those.
What's been the wildest thing that you've seen people do that you like in your head didn't have? You're like, wow, I never thought that I would see, an eyeball popping out of Bert's head or something like that.
Yeah, I mean the pure amount of like violence and depravity I've seen with people using the blood effects. That one is, I guess hasn't shocked me. Like I know this community hasn't shocked me, but people get really creative with that stuff. Um, it is like the Bert and Ernie ones. It's the ones where you mix it with like characters that you would not typically expect. Like, yeah, GI Joe and Wolverine. I know that people are going to use those with blood effects on those, but the Bert and Ernie's and like the kids characters that always takes it up to another level.
I think there's one too where it's like Bert and Ernie kidnapping Kermit, and like Mario and Luigi are driving. Oh, it gets out of
Is it
hand.
this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't see that
awesome.
one with Al. Oh god, that's so good. That's so funny.
Awesome.
Oh, I think keep scrolling. There's one. Yeah, look at they're either kidnapping Kermit or Kermit took a hit and they're getting him out of there. It's great.
Is that a
Yeah,
ramen
that's-
man?
That's a ramen man.
Oh wow.
Nice. I like the you added some rust to it, some extra paint.
Yeah, I put some grime on it.
Oh, this is your shot? I thought you were tagging people. You did that. That's awesome.
No, that one's mine. That one's mine.
I didn't realize it was you. That's great. It makes it even better now too.
I wasn't the first. Like there were so many people who were doing like Bert and Ernie stuff, and I'm like, I gotta jump on this. This is
Yeah.
because I was on the
Yeah.
fence initially of like Bert and Ernie. I'm like, am I gonna buy Sesame Street figures? And then I saw like them with like guns. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying Sesame Street figures now.
Seeing the Mario and the Luigi in the van, I gotta dig these out.
Yeah.
Like they look really good in the van because like
Make a
they look
sequel.
really creepy. It's the eyes.
It's the eyes.
Yeah,
So
the eyes got
are
that
good.
gloss on them.
Yeah, the Toy Chase's gift there too. It's great. It's really perfect. It was really awesome. Cool. I know you just said that you never thought that you would buy Bert and Ernie figures. What outside of Mythics, like what figures do you really collect? What are you looking forward to collecting?
It's a little bit of everything, but like GI Joe right now is like the best mass figure right now, and Jada's right there with them.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're showing like when did you get where'd you get the cigar? Was that you pre-ordered that from somewhere or?
I got it from one of my friends sent me the link, but I think it's sold out already. Because like I was trying to get another one, but they sold out. I'm waiting for Blanca. I still have Sagat pre-ordered on BBTS, but I'm waiting for Blanca to come out too.
Yeah, mine are sitting in my bag, or I'm waiting for them to come from BBTS because they've been I think for the Jada has been most reliable. They're not always the earliest, but they at least don't sell out.
Puking effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah,
How many
I-
iterations? Okay, sorry.
But yeah, I Legends, Jada, I'll pick up the occasional Black Series, but they're not. I don't know. They don't spark joy anymore. I guess for a lot of the Black Series ones, I feel like they've kind of fallen behind on both articulation and paint compared to like a lot of the newer figures. Mezcos I'll buy. I've kind of cut back a little bit on Mezcos, but every once in a while they'll bring out something that's crazy. Like Crab Louie. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get that. What else? Legends, I still get those, but I don't get everything because it's just too much. Mofex, I'll pick up an occasional like good one. Yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, it's a lot of random stuff. I always try to like buy something different just to kind of justify trying it out with different accessories to see how it looks.
I think everybody feels this photo right here too. Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a picture of my room.
Yeah. You said you picked up Crab Louie or you passed on Crab Louie?
I picked up crab. I didn't get Wilford, but I got Crab Louie.
Okay, nice. I really like the sculpt on Crab Louie. I think I passed on it for now, but I did really like how it looked. It looked pretty cool. I got too much stuff in as it is. The eyeballs. It's so good. Is there a line that isn't out that you wish was out or that you're waiting to come out?
I guess like as of recent, like they need to make good 6-inch scale Invincible figures. That's definitely something needs to be made. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of in the golden age of action figures for 6-inch scale. There's not much out there that hasn't been made yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
What other like accessories would you like? Are you planning on doing? Like, would you think of like? I really like the power tools that came in the
Oh yeah,
like the nail gun. Right?
Yeah, those. Yeah, I like how they came out. I don't see as much use out of them, as I expected. Something like the cricket bat, I don't see too much either. But yeah, the power tools I don't see as much as I thought I'd see.
Because like the nail gun I gave to which Mezco was that? The
construction
Gomez. The construction Gomez.
Yeah. Union Gomez.
Union Gomez. Yeah.
That's I think that's their best Gomez today.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite ones. I'll show you one of the sets I have because I just got the sculpts not too long ago. This is I don't think I showed them off yet. But I have a holiday set. With Instagram, it's like when I've noticed like whenever there's a holiday, people are doing like a holiday themed thing, whether it's like Halloween or Christmas or whatever. So I've got I've kind of like shilly painted them up. Like I got a little tombstone, a big piece. We got a like a pumpkin pail.
Oh, cool.
I think I'm in handy with the bunch of the trick or treaters.
Yeah,
exactly. We got the because I remember like NECA had like some trick or treat figures, but
yeah,
I'm not going to buy it for the figures. I want the pail. This is I got a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. The top pops off, but it's stuck.
That's right.
Fudge it. This is a pinata.
Oh,
so I'll have
and
like,
it breaks
like,
open.
I have like
can you put stuff inside too?
Yeah, it's empty. So
okay, so you could put like little pieces.
I'll have pieces of candy in here too.
Yeah, there
like
you go.
Little candy bars. This is like a turkey.
Oh, dude, that's what I've been looking for. That every time
and the light comes off.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect for Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wolverine. Yeah. The meme when he just cuts the turkey with his claw.
Turkey leg.
Right. Like I had a turkey. I think it came from Muppets. I can't remember where it came from.
Yeah.
But I had a turkey a long time ago, and I don't know where it was, but it was really well done.
That's
this is like a 4th of July firework.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. That's perfect for Sir Dork.
Yes.
yeah. I got a birthday cake with a slice that pops out.
Look at that.
This is like that's a Christmas stocking. This goes with the firework, but it's like a hand that blew up from the fireworks. So
I was literally going to say it looked like a mangled hand. That's
it's a mangled hand.
That's awesome.
I got like a Valentine's Day. Like there's a box of chocolates. Again, I didn't like fully paint these things yet. I got snowballs and like this is like a.
That's what I had.
So there's a snowball, and then this is like a snowball splat. That goes.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, the splat is cool.
The splat you could actually double as like a web blast for Spider-Man, probably.
Yeah. And I'll have like this is like a bottle of champagne, and then we got a like a.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh wow. See, I love how thoughtful you are about this stuff. Where it's like, all right, what would we use or what would we need
for a
shot? Yeah, it's so smart.
There's like a candied apple.
Nice.
There's like a bouquet of flowers,
Oh,
and then there's like a little party hat.
nice.
And that's a cake. I've got like there's like a birthday card. I've got
Birthday. Look at
there's like a
that.
Valentine's Day card as well. This is it's a piece of shit. It's a charge for like April Fools.
To put inside the pinata.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
you know, like
Martini
what's it
glass.
called, a martini glass. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. So candy bars. So this is gonna be like a fun little set.
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Cupcake. But
Nice.
yeah, it's like kind
What-
of like comfortably cover like any like holidays.
He sold me on the turkey.
Yeah, turkey got you, huh? Turkey got you.
Because I've
What is
always want to do like a Thanksgiving shot. I just
Yeah.
never have a turkey accessory
Right.
to put on the table. Grumps loves that little piece of shit too.
Yeah, Grumps loves
Like-
that. Yeah. Pope. Oh. Ian coming in saying he would love a Wild West accessory set. There aren't many options out there for figures, so you got to make customs. There aren't many accessories other than guns. It's true too. What
Yeah.
what else was what else would you want to see in a Wild West accessory set though? Like shot glasses, bottles, maybe playing
Usually
cards?
playing cards.
Playing
Yeah.
cards,
Do
poker
like a
chips.
like a lasso would be interesting.
Mhm.
So, smoke
Um,
effect, obviously. Yeah. What else? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I have like I have a bunch of things I'm like working on, but yeah, one of them is like a bank robbery type playset. So it's
Cowboy
safe
hat is
with
the-
like like blast effects and bags of money or gold and things like that.
I like
The,
Handcuffs.
the bank, yeah, the bank heist effect would be cool. Yeah. A wagon wheel. Ooh, an outhouse. That's what it could
That
come
should
in.
be where everything comes in an
Yeah.
outhouse.
Yeah, the outhouse. And then you could reuse
Yeah.
the piece of shit too. So
There you
Yeah.
go.
yeah,
I have a porta potty that I kind of concepted out, but it's too big.
yeah. What do you know what the container is going to be for that holiday set?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a big present.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah,
That
okay.
works perfectly. Works
Yeah.
perfectly. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I was
But
thinking of like a
you-
snowman at one point, or like a wedding cake, but I felt like the present had more
Yeah.
use for like photography or for like comic strips.
Mm-hmm.
Harley Quinn jumping out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
You had mentioned the Muppets accessories. I think that has been some of the like pieces that people just constantly go back to, right? With the accessory that they came with. Were you big in collecting the Palisade sets, or?
No, I mean, my grill is actually that chef like kitchen. Like
Oh,
that's
wow.
like the perfect diorama set. I've seen it used so much. Like forget about the chef, the Swedish chef. Like I've seen that kitchen used in so many different like displays and photographs.
Oh,
but now the thing's like
I
$200
picked
bucks.
that up from Chubsy's. He
Yeah.
had
He's
it.
had it for, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good set. But even the regular figures that came out, like they continued to do like such good accessories. I collected before I even started doing toy photography, so like going back trying to find them has been great. Like they had a ladder. There was a ladder. Like it's
Yeah.
like how many people want a ladder in a shot or need a ladder for something? Oh, you talk about doing the everyday things. You just have Superman on a ladder, changing a light bulb.
Right.
Why would he use a ladder? What was the thing? Yeah. Well, all right. What else, man? Like, what else do you want to touch on that we haven't touched on, or what else do you want to tease? I appreciate the hell out of you giving us a little sneak peek at the holiday set. So, I know
Yeah.
too that you mentioned you've been out all day, so I certainly don't want to keep you any
Yeah, it's
later
good.
than we need to.
It's one other thing I'm trying to do is a go-kart.
Ooh.
I've had someone I was working with on that one, and then like they just didn't have time. So, it's my problem right now is there's too many things I want to do, and I
Sure.
literally cannot do anything until this terror situation is figured out. Because like I'm I have too many I'm like sitting on like probably like 50, 60 sculpts of stuff like the magic set, the holiday set, the diorama attachments to the weapons rack. I can't do anything right now. I'm not gonna like if I give this stuff to a factory and say I want to make this stuff, I can't. They're not gonna like start producing anything until I put like half the money down. So
Right.
I've already sunk a lot to like just like the designing the sculpts and the time into it. I can't commit to like manufacturing until I know I can actually ship these things.
Right.
I just need to wait.
Yeah, you're in a holding pattern. Yeah,
Yep.
it sucks, man, and it's so like beyond any of our control, right? Like people say like call your congressman. It's like it's not even like what's he gonna do? So
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
yeah, they're not doing anything. We'll try to end on a more positive note. Collector 425 saying it's Wednesday, my dudes. We outside. Be sure to go check out the Grown Ass Man Toys channel and their latest episode with Machu here. And Man Beast Boy wants to know if you're going to what's the next con you're going to?
Probably I'm going to a licensing show, but that's more for work.
Okay.
That's in Vegas. It's more of an industry show. And then I'll definitely be at New York Toy Fair. I'm not gonna have a table or anything. I'm just gonna be messing around and catching up with people.
Toy Fair or
sorry.
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. Yeah. Toy Fair definitely. That's next year. I always go to that.
Yeah.
And then Legion's Con, I don't know. I haven't booked a table because I didn't know if I was gonna have accessories this year or not. So I don't think I haven't booked that one, but I'll probably still go just to hang out.
Go back to selling stuff out of the backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, I didn't intend to like sell stuff last year, but Steph detours of course the dude's a saint. So he gave me the space to like sell stuff, and it was really nice. But I don't know if I need to really. I'll maybe sell stuff out of a backpack if I need to, but I think I'll just go there, just hang out and see people.
Yeah, it's always a good time, and Steph is a pillar in this community for sure. I know you got me. I think I picked up 5 of those walls, the gun racks when
yeah,
just
you
sitting
did.
there. Yeah, I was just like
It was under the table.
Swipe the table. I was just like, yeah, took it with me. But yeah, man. Look, dude, I wish and I hope that the tariff situation gets resolved because, like, dude, you got some awesome stuff coming out. You got some awesome stuff still available too, though. Like, if people haven't picked it up yet, check out their website. Go, follow them on Instagram. But yeah, well, hopefully it gets resolved and we get some. We get the vending machine and then the magic set, because I do honestly like the rabbit in the hat thing. I don't know why. That's like something
I like that.
I'm really interested. I'm really waiting for.
Yeah, I always like to have something like silly in a set. Like even though there's like a mythical magic set, you get like a rabbit in a hat. It's like modern magic.
That's perfect.
But,
yeah, just have one of the like Mythic Legions characters doing that, right? That's like
Also,
sorcerer pulling a rabbit out of his hat.
When I have these, I'll definitely sell them at Legion's Con because that's like a core, like audience base for them.
Yeah. What the show?
The these blast effects that you put on Iron Man, those look really cool. That's what set is that in?
Oh, that's gonna be in the vending machine, the
cool.
Cosmic Convenience.
Okay.
So yeah, that one. I know like there aren't any shrapnel like damage effects.
Dude, like this is perfect for like the vans and all these other
Right.
vehicles that we're getting from like Ramen and Battleverse.
Right. Like Transformers too. Like I don't mess around with Transformers enough. But I know the audience is huge. So that's one other thing. Actually, I'm also developing. I have a friend who's a Transformers nut. He's like, you got to do like Transformers accessories. I'm like, I don't collect Transformers because I don't have the space for them, and it would probably, I'd have to put a mortgage on my place again. But I know the accessories market for that one's massive. So I'm planning to get into that again after all this weird shit gets falls over. But yeah, that's something I'm gonna try to get into too.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Touch a little bit of everything. That's it. That's cool. Yeah, man, I'm pumped for this, and I want to get the stands too, because I also suffer from the shakes and the fall downs very much. So, and then my action figures fall down too, not just myself. So
it's the worst, and they break.
Yeah, they break. But this is awesome, man. I appreciate you taking the time, and I know we kind of touched base last minute. We made this work, so
No, no
Thank you so
problem.
much
Glad to always catch up
for
with you
being
guys.
here. So, and I know that we have been talking for a while to try to make this happen. So it's good that it worked out this way. I love that picture too. The Breaking Bad with the sorcerer hats on. Yeah. What's he doing with that dog? That dog going in the pot? Oh.
He's just a happy dog.
He's just a happy dog. He's a happy dog. Oh.
That's really cool with the flame effects also that you used. Is that the Bandai flame effect?
Yeah, that is. Because this one is gonna have a flame effect, but because like sizing, I can only make it so big.
Right.
So, the way I would ship it is it would kind of be attached to it and it'll be shrink wrapped around. It's either
Okay.
that or you break it apart and put it in here, but if you put it in here, you have less space for other accessories. So this is the compromise I gotta make.
But I like how you think of using other accessories that people might have with your accessories, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just exclusive to just your stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So like for these for the cosmic convenience, everything kind of sticks together through there's like these little clear pegs that fit in.
Mhm.
But those pegs also have like a 1 millimeter peg hole in them. So that was designed so that Valaverse and Mezco and
Oh.
GI Joe pegs can also fit in there. So they're not always all consistent on their peg sizes completely, but
Mhm.
like the Valaverse ones fit. Most of the Joes one are okay. Some of the Mezco ones are a little skinny, but some of them do fit. So that was kind of the idea. Like I wanted these accessories to fit on Joe and Mezco and
Mhm.
other weapons and sets out there too, if I can make it work.
That's
awesome.
smart. Super smart. Cool.
Yeah. Wait, Jason,
Alright.
you mentioned you just came back
Yeah.
from Disney, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yesterday, actually. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Did you see the news today?
Yes, about the new park. Yeah.
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. That should be pretty wild. It's because I know that don't they have like a WB like park there and stuff like that already? Like there's some pretty intense stuff. So
It's
be
being made by the same group.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be pretty crazy. I snuck down just to do Muppets. Muppets is going away, and I had to go see it one last time. So,
But they'll have a new Muppets ride, or it's gonna be a
yeah,
reskin, but
yeah. It just it won't be the same. The show that they have now was the last time that Jim Henson voiced Kermit. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
before he died. So it's pretty special.
That was his last project.
Yeah, yeah, and then he moved on. So
it's kind of sad. That's like a property that Disney took over and they just didn't really do anything with. They never really fully like I know they had a movie and a couple things, but I just felt like they never really put in the effort to keep it alive.
they can't get a foothold for it. Like I almost feel like they should just be popping up in random stuff. Like that's probably the best thing they do for them. You know what I mean? Like, or bring back a Muppets Tonight type of thing, or like the variety show thing has gone away, and they tried something during I think COVID, but yeah, they can't seem to get it right. I think, but there's so much there, right? I mean, there's so much character and so much comedy that they could do, or they should just do a YouTube channel with them, just do ridiculous. They were doing like music videos for a while, which were great.
Right. I think they had they had a Weezer video too, right?
Yeah, they had a Weezer video. They did the Bohemian Rhapsody, one. So I don't know, man. So they got to figure something out.
It's kind of sad. It's sad because we grew up in the Muppets, and
yeah,
you ask kids, like I say kids, like you ask like 20-year-olds these days, like they don't really know who the Muppets are.
No.
Kind of like a dead property.
Yeah, unfortunately. So maybe who knows? Maybe if NECA keeps making these Sesame Street figures, they'll roll into Muppets. We'll get new
it's
Muppets.
not only NECA; it's also Blockies that are doing
That's true.
Sesame Street.
Right.
Blockies doing Sesame Street. So yeah, hey man. And then we could see
Who's
Fozzie
doing-
Bear with blood effects. So
Yeah. Diamond's doing them. Who else is doing the Muppets
Yeah.
outside? Diamond. It's just Diamond, right?
Diamond's doing them now. Yeah, they're smaller though, or smaller in scale. I don't know. I love that.
Alliance was buying the 1 point. Now I think it's going to NECA. Or I'm not.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah. The bankruptcy thing with them has been like a complete disaster. Lots of tomfoolery and shady stuff going on.
Tomfoolery is perfect for the Muppets, but not with their licensing. Yeah. So
yeah, you don't want that with Diamond. That's like they at one point like controlled like the comic distribution. They're the biggest They're one of the linchpins in the comic industry. And then just poof, it's gone.
Times are changing, and not for the better sometimes. So, who would you say is your favorite Muppet?
Oh, You know, it might actually be the Swedish Chef. He always cracks
Nice.
me up.
Yeah, nice. Love it. Achu, who's your favorite Muppet?
I'd have to say Kermit.
Kermit. That works because I'm a Fozzie, so that works for us. There you go. Dom says tomfoolery is the name J Shot uses when he checks it to hotels. It's actually not a bad name. That's not a bad name to be. You start using that. Start using that. Foolery, tomfoolery. Yeah, perfect. So, cool. All right. Well, Greg, we're gonna look out for you at New York Comic Con. You're gonna be selling stuff out the backpack. We're gonna hope and pray that this tariff situation gets figured out sooner rather than later, so we can get some awesome stuff. But
yeah, once it gets lifted, these are going up for pre-order, and then I can get them off my back.
That's it. Everybody buy 3 at least from him. This way we can get it going. Machi, you got anything else this week?
No, I got nothing really. I got a new computer coming in tomorrow.
Ooh, there you go. So maybe you
looks like you need a new computer.
Looks like I need a new computer. Looks like I need something or a new internet provider. Who knows? So I'm gonna go save up my AOL discs so we can do the next 100 episodes. That's what I'm gonna start doing. But Greg, again, thank you so much for being here. And whether you're watching live or on the replay, we appreciate the hell out of you guys for being here with us. We wouldn't be here without you. So we keep showing up because you keep showing up. So appreciate you guys for that. And again, we'll see you next week. Thanks everybody. And Machu, cue that outro. Let's get out of here before my internet crashes.
I gotta find it.
Let's do that weird thing where we pause for a second. Everybody freeze.